sweet dear magical friends. Welcome, Wilkommen, to your weekly horoscope and taroscope with me, Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E. Make sure that you are liking this video upon entry, that you are subscribed to the channel, and that you have toggled the notification bell so that you do not miss anything important. You have no idea how mutually beneficial energies, links, bonds, and connections, such as the ones that we have right here between you and I, are creating such good karma and therefore leading to such good rewards for both of us. So thank you so much for doing all of the things, let's go ahead and dive into this week ahead. I'm going to start with an overview of this full moon in Gemini. That's the big news of the week. So we're going to spend a few minutes talking about the full moon. Then we will go into the breakdown for every single day of the week. And then we will go into the top 3 things that every single sign needs to know about this week, specific for you guys. So let's go ahead and dive in. This full moon in Gemini, and I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. We're going to have the full moon happening on the, the 7th of December. So right smack in the middle of the week, which means that we are going to have a build up to the full moon. It's going to spew out all of the stuff, everything that it's going to have the peak. It's going to have the high moment. Excuse me. I don't think I have strep throat anymore. I mean, I'm done with the antibiotics. So thank goodness for that. Thank you, science and modern medicine. So we're going to build up to the full moon, and then it's going to have its peak moment. And then we're going to have the fallout for the next couple of weeks until we're gearing up and ready to start a whole new cycle in a whole different area of our lives. So you're going to get a little taste of that this week, but this full moon is finishing unfinished business first. So first and foremost, this full moon is at 11 degrees. Excuse me, it's like 16 degrees. It's like 16 degrees. This isn't the exact moment of the full moon, but it's going to be right up there, conjuncting Mars retrograde in the sign of Gemini. And that is the most important characteristic of this full moon, is that it is bringing up something about the past or something from the past to your doorstep. It's going to make you feel very impassioned or frustrated or angry or really motivated and really gearing up and revving up for something that maybe didn't happen before, or maybe didn't get off the ground, or there was something kind of off with it. So action is going to be the most important thing about this full moon. So you're really going to see, for the people that are not really tracking the astrology, you're going to see those people kind of just like on the puppet strings. They're going to be just feeling all these feelings, and they're going to be maybe lashing out, or they're going to be taking the incorrect, wrong action, which is excellent writing, but not something that we want to live inside of, right? So here's the thing. Because it's Mars retrograde, the energy isn't there for bullshit. And that's why you're going to see a lot of people taking the incorrect action and getting that karma, or getting the not the snapback, but the blowback. Thank you. They're going to be getting the blowback over these next couple of weeks, and everything that they try to do, or how they try to hurt people, or the things that they're saying, all of that is going to fall flat, and it's going to clunk, which is when a joke doesn't land. So it's going to have a nice big clunk, and they're going to suck, basically. So like I said, the energy isn't there for BS. It's only there for the good stuff. So when you channel this really appropriately and really correctly, you're going to get the most out of it. This is going to have you revisiting something that needs you to physically do something about it. So it's really not something to be afraid of. I wouldn't say oh, don't do anything. You're going to have to do something. The trick is to just do the right thing. It's so easy. When we're feeling I don't want to do the right thing. I want to go low. I want to do the wrong thing. I want to fight back. I want to, I'm frustrated. I want to defend myself. So I like this if you are a little bit mousier, or if you have any kind of Mars affliction in your chart. Maybe you have a really weak Mars, or you have just something kind of off about how you take action and how you go about getting what you want. Or if you have an issue with being direct, if you have an issue standing up for yourself, if you have an issue with starting things, going after things, or if you're a little bit more indirect, or difficulty specifically saying things with this being in Gemini, this is the opportunity that you have, that the universe is bringing to you, to make up for that, to do something the right way, or do something, take action, and helping you figure out the best way to act, or the best way to do something that is appropriate for you. So, it doesn't mean everybody has to go be Mars and Aries and be super direct about it. You can be Mars and Libra. Oh my God, my mother is a Gemini moon. My mother's a Virgo with Gemini moon. She's a Cancer rising like I am. She has her Mars in Libra, and I have my Mars in Aries. And so our strategies of like how to do something, it's always so different. And it's just me being like the hard-headed Mars and Aries. I'm like, well, let's just go in there. Like, let's just like, rah! I always just want to lead the charge. And she's always like, no. She's so much more strategic and like diplomatic. And I'm like, I will burn through this village down to get, and she's just like we're totally like on the opposing ends of it. So, if you have any kind of, like I said, any mousiness, this is going to help you figure out how to take action in a way that works for you, that you're comfortable with. So you're going to come up against something uncomfortable first, and then you want to overcome that challenge. Listen, you guys, the drugs that our brains pump out to our bodies when we overcome a challenge, when we figure something out, when we really like overcome fear, it's good shit. Okay. It's good drugs. Okay. So, look forward to that. Look forward to overcoming stuff. And then your brain's going to be like, so there's that. But whatever's coming back up is going to have to do with the past, or it's going to have to do with you and your emotions, you and your drives, you and your passion, you and your motivation. And it's going to give you this opportunity to try it again. Okay, you can reignite motivation for something that had like fizzled out, or just waned, or just dropped off, or fell off. And here's another thing about the BS is that the energy is retrograde. There's no energy for what's not working for you. There's no energy to continue something that has been taking a lot of your energy, but not really giving you that return on the investment. So everything has to be a Six of Pentacles, equal give and take, equal exchange of energy. I provide value for you, you provide value for me in an equal level, an equal give and take. So that's why I'm saying like the likes and the shares or the subscribe, whatever, all that stuff is a way to put some good karma out there for yourself. Not even really thinking about like me or supporting me. It's good for you to put these. Okay, so I use the astrology sometimes to do that. Sometimes I know if I've got like some shitty karma that I'm going to be working with, I will go out and I will support and be great and be giving and all those, like an additional to like what's already naturally organic for me, because I know I need some in my karma bank. And guys, this universe is very impersonal. Karma is just the law of cause and effect. That's all it is. It's not personal. If in the boreal forest, a Canadian moose gets caught in all the flies, or in a cloud of mosquitoes, and goes crazy and runs itself off of a cliff, that's impersonal, because that's just what happened. All right. So, don't take any of this stuff that's coming up super personally. It's just something you've got to work through. It's something that you've got to confront, and you've got to be courageous about it. And anything that does not have a space in your life, or where the energy is not there, it's just going to get cut off. And it's going to be up to you to take the action to either cut it out of your life, or to take that correct action, and maybe even a balance of both. But like I said, we're going to get into the 3 things that every sign needs to know about this week. So if you're feeling ornery, remember that karma hits harder than you do. Okay, let it go. This is going to bring up hard feelings. And even if you're not in any kind of big drama where, there's something dramatic happening in your relationships, it could just be that you've got to tell the doctor something that you're uncomfortable with talking about, saying, I don't like that you're treating me this way. I don't think I'm getting the right care. And if you're someone that is not comfortable saying something like that, this could just be your full moon, where you're like, I'm being forced to advocate for myself. I'm being forced to be, verbally protect, the verbal warrior to advocate for yourself, for your body, for your needs, your self-value, so whatever it happens to be. So it might even happen on that kind of a level, depending on where this is happening in your chart. Your passion for something that maybe you've been kind of lackluster about, or you haven't been able to crack it, you haven't been able to do it or get it going, could be re-inspired, reignited. So really pay attention to where you're feeling very motivated, where you're feeling very passionate, where the intense emotions are, and understand that it will demand you to do something. You will have to take some kind of action. Trust yourself that you are figuring out what's right for you so that you take the right action, whether that means to cut something out, or whether that means to communicate something, or make a purchase, or go somewhere, or whatever happens. It's going to be there. I'm not going to go through the myriad potentialities it could be for you. You will feel it though. You will feel inflamed, your emotions. You will feel like, I need to do this. So it's not going to be anything that you have to try hard to figure out. Okay. It's easier if you're feeling like the negative emotions, because boom, I know that I shouldn't be thinking that. I know I shouldn't be saying that. I know, so that'll be easier to identify because it's negative, because it'll take you out of alignment, because it's just the wrong course of action. We all know the difference between right and wrong. And so you'll know the temptation to go low. You'll know the temptation to bite back. You'll know that. And when other people are doing that to you, okay, when other people are bringing their drama to your doorstep and trying to rope you into their drama, when other people are trying to put you in a compromising situation and maybe talking about somebody else behind their back, or whatever it happens to be, my guidance to you is going to be to take the hands-off approach. This is not my business. This is not my fight to fight. I'm not going to die on that hill. Step back and say, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to play this game. You can go be a miserable, petty grouch ass alone. I'm not doing, and that's you cutting that energy off, cutting it out of your life. So you don't get involved with that hands-off approach. If anyone is being dramatic or angry, or if they're bringing something to you angrily. Now in some cases, it depends on your contextual situation. You might have an apology to make. You might have to respond if it is appropriate to do so. If they're but I'm saying, like, you've got, and this is where the discernment comes in, because some of it's going to be petty, needless drama, and in that case it'll be really easy to cut it out. If this is something that you have to, like, if you're a Gemini, okay, Gemini sun, moon, risings, this is your perfect example. This is in your sign. We're going to talk about you more when I get to the 12 sign breakdown, but just for the sake of the example, the conflicts that Geminis have going on right now, it kind of is your fault. This is something that you have had to deal with. You've brought this up before. This has been an ongoing fight. You're about to lose it, and it's going to, whatever that karma is, going to come back. Now, not for all of you. Some of you are sweet little angelic cherubic Geminis, and for you this is going to be a reignition of some kind of personal passion project, or an initiative of developing yourself in a clean way that has nothing to do with anyone else. This is only if you've been the Gemini that's been or trying to stir the pot or something like that. Then you're gonna see that playing out from the 7th to the 23rd of Gemini of the month of December. So it, like I said, doesn't always have to be like some big dramatic story playing out. You're going to see something new and different about the past, or about a feeling, or a motivation, or a desire, or a lust, or a drive, or any of those Martian things, either in your own energy field. This is not just Gemini, this is everyone in different areas of life. And you're going to see something new, or get some information, or be talking to people, and it's going to give you a new and different perspective about it. And from that wizened state of being, are you empowered to take action? Because you will have to act or respond to something. We talked about this like forever ago, but you don't want to be the one to launch any attacks. That's why I'm saying hands-off approach. Okay, if it's just drama, you can cut it out. If someone's bringing something egregious to you that you did, You have to take responsibility for it. And that's when we have the trine from this Mars in Gemini, full moon conjunct Mars retrograde in Gemini, trining over to Saturn in Aquarius. That's your out. That whatever comes up, the way to resolve the situation is to be mature. It's to take responsibility and to communicate from the highest perspective that your maturity level is capable of bringing you to. Okay. I'm expecting a lot of childishness. I'm expecting a lot of immaturity. I'm expecting, Gemini is a youthful sign. So, people could be angry about things that just don't matter. And, you want to be the Saturn in Aquarius. You want to be the one to see above all of that and to be the one to de-escalate the situation, be mature, okay? Take the high road. And, for those of you where there's no like interpersonal drama taking place, this is your energy that you want to use to stabilize that reignition of passion, sexuality, drive, momentum, motivation, intense emotions. You want to ground it into something that's going to last. Okay. I'm personally using this energy. It's already starting. I'm going to finish re-breaking a story that I wrote a pilot for, and I'm going to rewrite the whole thing. I have wonderful inspiration. I'm just always being inspired by something. So it's going to be even better. And I'm like really excited for it. I'm going to take care of all the things that I have to do, all of the, the responsibilities that I do. And then I'm going to dig into it because I'm so excited. It's just been like growing in me, and it's just like so ready to just be physically manifested. So, that's what I'm going to be doing, is restructuring and totally, I got this cork board, I got these wooden pins, I'm just, the passion's there. So, if you have a creative outlet, that is what you want to, always use the energy for your creative outlet, no matter what's going on in the sky. Okay. Now, guys, listen, this is just a full moon. We've had the eclipses in these signs not very long ago, during the COVID before time period. So, it maybe for some of you, it'll be a little bit of a reignition of that kind of stuff. And, I don't know how far in the past this is going to be going back for you guys, or what it's going to have to do with. So whatever is coming in, just meet it very maturely, give it some form and some structure, and take the high road. And that's going to be the absolute best way they're going to be getting through these, potentially treacherous next couple of weeks, but definitely specifically this week, because we also have some ingresses happening that is more of a change in the focus, a change in the energy. So is that everything I wanted to say? Give me a second here. Oh, well, I'll talk about this more for Wednesday. So, okay. That is the last thing that I'm going to say. Yeah, okay, I'm good. All right, let's move on to, check this out, you guys. Monday. I'm going to go to, oh, wait, what's today? Oh, wrong Monday. Okay, Monday, December the 5th. Okay, so Monday, December the 5th, we have the moon conjuncting Uranus and the North Node-ish in Taurus, and we have the moon also squaring over to Saturn. So whenever the moon is in Taurus or Scorpio or Aquarius or Leo, it's activating bigger changes that are going to be, giving us a different life over time. So you're going to be more emotionally connected to the future on Monday. There's just new feelings that are going to lead to a new sense of stability and security. So that Taurus area of life is continuing to change, continuing to develop, and, circumstances are going to be sort of futuristic. So there may be a new way that you're going to feed yourself, that you're going to transport yourself to work, a new way that you're going to show up in relationships, a new way that you're going to ground your creativity, a new way, whenever you have the Uranian energy, there's an elevation that's possible. It's possible. Most people, it's just zany and unpredictable and everyone hates it. But if you use it, if you stay open to riding the cosmic fucking waves of life, if you're like open-minded to it, then you see the opportunity. But you have to overcome any of these lower emotions, okay, fear of change, fear of having to start over, fear of being different or doing something different, all of that stuff. So on Monday, I like it. Even with the square to Saturn, that just says there might just be some stuff you got to take care of first. Listen, Saturn's in Aquarius. Since with 2017, since the past 5 years, Saturn's been in back-to-back Saturn signs, and we're almost done. We have weeks left of Saturn in Aquarius. So the fact that we've got these squares hitting that Saturn in Aquarius for the next couple of months, there's still wrapping up that you're doing in that Aquarian area of life. And it's going to be in ship-shop shape come next spring, and then it's going to be a whole new different agenda. But for right now, for this week, you still have wrapping up to do. You still have to answer to that and be mature about it. So I know I want to jump headfirst into the future too. I don't fucking care about the past, but we still got to take care of things. We still have to wrap things up and leave things. It's like clearing your desk before the weekend. Clean your desk, keep it orderly. When I show up to my workspace, my kitchen table, it is pristine. The cards are all taken care of. There's not open things. There's not, everything is nice and ready. And this is part, just really quickly, this is part of my personal, Mars is retrograding through my 6th house and my 12th house. So it's just really, been redesigning the grind so that it's a grind that feels really good. And it's like me grinding my life instead of being ground by my life, if that makes any sense at all. So, me showing up to my kitchen table, it's like that, and it feels so fresh and so good because I've tended to my future, past Natalie, cleaned it all up, and it's tending for an easier tomorrow, okay? Making things easier for myself, for my future self. Now, things that I do in the moment when I'm wanting to do something for my present self, like right now, Natalie, I do things that bring so much joy and delight. I find something to delight myself with, or I make sure I connect with someone. I'll text my friend, I'll text my mom, I'll make sure that I have some kind of heart-to-heart connection. When I'm doing something for the past Natalie, and I'm like, okay, past Natalie just did a lot of shit, I'll rest. I rest my bones, I take some deep breaths, I go into meditation, I get calm, I get nice and quiet, I don't have any noise going, and I let myself just reflect. And I take care of, I'm showing some appreciation for hard fucking working ass Natalie, okay? So, just to share some of that, that might be helpful for someone, I don't know. So yeah, basically Monday, if you have to meet that, with the square to Saturn, you might have to overcome either immaturity or procrastination or some kind of getting used to a change. Maybe you have to wake up earlier. Maybe you have to go to bed earlier. Maybe you have to, there's something like that. So Monday, there you go. Confront that. Let's move on to Tuesday. Okay, so on Tuesday, we have a Mercury squaring Jupiter before entering into the sign of Capricorn. So listen. Oh, hey, come on. There we go. All right. So Mercury squares Jupiter before going into Capricorn. So as early as Tuesday, mentally, you're already going to be thinking, you're going to be projecting ahead. You're going to be thinking about, the wheels are already going to start to turn. You're not going to be totally ready for that yet. And you're going to be rethinking a lot of this stuff. But as early as Tuesday, you're going to be thinking about it. You're going to be really serious. You're not going to be dicking around anymore, okay? With Sag season. So when you have Tuesday with that square though to Jupiter in Pisces, there is going to be either a lot of hot air that you have to deal with. People are overpromising, people are grandiose, people are larger than life with their opinions and their, oh my God, you guys. Okay. So so one by one, Mercury, Venus, the Sun in Sag are all going to square this Pisces stuff before moving into Capricorn. And what's going on right now is that they're talking about like rewriting the Ten Commandments, okay, or like adding another one to it, something that is so this, like that is, people are gonna fucking hate that. So, you know, this is really like beliefs and perspectives really grinding up against other beliefs and perspectives. You know, so for you, this Mercury square Jupiter could be, we are so divergent, we are so far apart in what we believe and from where we're coming from that there's no way to reconcile this. Or it's finally a communication breakthrough. And whatever that like difficulty is that you've got to overcome, or whatever that, maybe it is awkwardness, maybe it is, because I have my Venus in Sagittarius, I could be fucking awkward, but not, but that kind of awkwardness is like, I'm so bouncy and I'm excited, I'm like the Tigger energy, and I'll, you know, it just, and it's awkward though. Okay, I don't know how to explain it like fully, but it's that kind of awkwardness where it's just, oh my God, I'm sometimes I'm just like way too goofy, or I'll get the giggles, I'll get like a laughing fit going and I just can't stop. And it's the wrong moment, it's the wrong vibe, it's not the right tone, and it's totally just inappropriate. So, you know, it could be something like that. But whatever it is, if you break through that, then then it like opens the floodgate and it opens the door, and there's like a lot of communication. There's a lot of, I like this for actually brainstorming ideas, because sure, maybe you have, you know, one has this idea, the other one has that idea. But if you can meet in the middle, then you could create like a super idea. You know what I'm saying? And take the best of what you like about both of those ideas and create something that both of you really love and that you're really happy with. So that could be good. But right after that happens, Mercury leaves and goes into Capricorn, and then it gets grounded. It gets serious. Like I said, it ain't about like, Sagittarius is where we like philosophize and we figure out right and wrong and what we believe and what the law should be. But Capricorn executes that ideology in a physical way. So there's lawmakers, that's Sagittarius energy, they make the laws, but then you have like the Capricorn cop that fucking enforces it. Okay, and you know, so that's you're about to go into that season with the Capricorn enforcement of and creation and grounding and really manifesting things that have come up in Sag season that you're talking about or coming up with mentally. So it's pretty serious on Tuesday, you know, no more dicking around really, but the wheels start turning. But it's like, you got to deal with that full moon first. So it's like, put that over like to the side, because you're going to be having to deal with some urgent thing first of all. Okay. Wednesday. Oh, mother of pearl. There we go. Wednesday. On Wednesday, the 7th of December, we have the full moon in Gemini. Let's see if we can get this like a little bit closer. There we go. All right, a little bit closer. So we have the full moon in Gemini, but as with every full moon, that means that the moon is opposing the sun. So now what does that mean? We have Mars retrograde opposing the sun in Sagittarius. So the full moon, more comes to light, what we need to change, what we need to say, you know, feeling very impassioned or frustrated. You know, we may be really frustrated that we have to hold down a line or put down a boundary or communicate something that we don't want to talk about, or, you know, something like that. But that sun opposing Mars, oh shit, that's huge challenges, okay? That is your ego versus the way you want to do something is in a direct opposition to what the authority says. It is a challenge to your goals. It is a point where you are changing direction, and you have to change direction. You have to change the goal. You have to change how you're going about getting something, because of all these different factors. So, you know, whatever that's like a halt. That is like a stop sign. That is like Mars is doing its thing, and then it comes up against the sun, the king, essentially. This is like the warrior coming up against the king. And the warrior, you know, the king gives an order, and the warrior is like, fuck that, we should do this. And the king is like, no. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, maybe the warrior and the king usually get along and they are great at battle plans and battlements and strategy. This is one that the warrior is retrograde, is not really, they need to go have a pint, or I don't know, they need to go, you know, have sex or get high or something, you know, or smoke a joint or whatever. That's a joke. I'm joking. But, you know, it's like, you need to rethink that. You know, go back to the drawing board. So don't be super confident about, you know, if you're feeling that passion, that burning desire, write it down, take note of it, but just really think twice, because that opposition to the sun is saying that there might, like, that's a little bit like, like depending on like what you say and what this is, what the context is, you know, you just don't want your ego wrapped up in something that you're going to lose. Do you want to die on that hill? Okay, so just be careful with that, because, you know, egos could be very inflamed and people's identities could feel like they're, you know, people could be projecting their identities into something, and it's like all on the line. It's fucking life or death. It's like every month it's a full moon. It's usually the most dramatic point of the month. So, you know, and this one's with Mars retrograde. So it's just, on top of that, the sun opposes this Mars retrograde because that's a full moon. So it's just a little bit. The positive of this, though, the positive is like I said, what I'm doing, I'm taking this script and it's a whole different direction. It's a whole different franchise. So like that's a positive, you know, that's how I'm using it, but it's also just naturally, organically manifesting. I wasn't in June at the new moon in Gemini, I wasn't planning to revise it. I was, you know, whatever. So, you know, just have a little bit of context and perspective about changing direction. So be open-minded. Don't litigate the notes. Okay. Be open to what the king is saying. Be open to, you know, changing course or changing direction or revising your goals or anything like that. Just stay open. Just stay open. That's all. Oh, there we go. Thursday. Now we're into Thursday, December the 8th. We have the moon trining over to Saturn, and we have the moon also squaring over to Neptune and Jupiter. But it's a full moon. It's a full moon trining Saturn. It's a full moon squaring Neptune and Jupiter. So, you know, the trine over to Saturn is lovely. You know, because this was happening at 16 degrees and Saturn's at 20 degrees, the moon basically passes over Mars and walks into that trine with Saturn. So whatever you are going back to revise, whatever you are, you know, going back to reignite or reinitiate, or whatever you're revisiting that has like these big intense passions and a new motivation, a new drive, your intuition is telling you, I should do something. I should, you know, even if it's a little thing, it's a big deal for you. So, you know, whatever your heart is telling you to do, it's going to work out for the long term. It's going to have structure. It's going to get grounded. It's going to be developed. It's going to stand the test of time, potentially. So like I said, this doesn't have to be some big, you know, petty drama playing out for everyone. This can also be something that is giving you a second chance to do something that maybe you didn't do it right, or you didn't do anything at all. And remember, not making a decision is making a decision. So no one gets away with not making the right choice by not making a choice. Okay? Not doing something is making a choice. It's just as bad as doing the wrong thing, or it could be just as good as doing the right thing. But it is active, like it is one of three options. So it's not like you do this or you do that. It's you do this, you do that. You have all your potential choices of action, and you also have that option where you don't do anything, but that is also just as weighty, and it could be just as impactful, just as detrimental, just as beneficial as taking some other action course. Okay, so I love that moon applying to that Saturn. So something's being built here. It has a potential. Whatever's coming to light has a potential to actually contribute to some long-term success or long-term stability in these two, either of these two areas of life. So I like it. I very much like it. Okay. The circumstances may also stabilize a little bit more on Thursday. So, you know, whatever you are talking about, whatever is coming to light, whatever is being reignited or discussed, it could be, this is like where it could have the approval of the authority. Like, if fucking anything you guys bake into your manifestations, like, you want Saturn on your motherfucking side. I swear to you, as a Saturn, I have this Capricorn stellium. I have Saturn ruling my 7th house, in my 7th house. Trust me, if you do the work, if you just do it, if you face your fear, if you overcome procrastination, if you gulp it down and overcome your immaturity, the rewards are they're deep and they're worth it, and they are long lasting, and it's good. Saturn rules karma. It's karma. It's that, like, you overcoming all that, so that's karma. You're alchemizing bad karma into good karma, and you're benefiting from it. Okay. So like I said, with the other stuff where I'm like, yeah, whenever I need like good karma, I'm like super like doing even more. Also, if I need more good karma, I'll look for responsible things to do. Can I say something that's responsible? Is there someone I can text? Is there something I can do? Is there a way I can prove myself? Is there a way that I can show how responsible I am, how trustworthy I am? Is there any way that I can be more accountable? This is an active tactic that I use. It's part of manifestation for me. It's part of how I live my life, is how fucking mature can I show up to all these fucking situations? How many high roads can I take? And I'm systematic about it. I am fucking detached emotionally. I am systematic, because the emotions will do the thinking if I just let life push me around. And that's what most people run from. You don't want to do the taxes. You don't want to pay your child support. You're going to have so much fucking trouble and issue in your fucking, I'm swearing so much in this video, so much in your life, that the sooner you learn to fill out the paperwork, submit the forms, do it right the first time, you know, sit down and write every single day. That's not a problem for me. I've been writing every day for like a million years. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a difficulty being disciplined about your creativity, whatever it happens to be, you know, facing your fears, if you keep putting it off, you know, all of that stuff, I'm telling you, it's one of the things, it's one of the ways I manifest. It's one of the ways I alchemize my karma. I was born with a lot of shitty karma. Okay, look at my birth chart. But you know, if it's one of the ways that I alchemize, I de-escalate, I take the higher, I look for bills to pay. I'll pay bills early, whatever the fuck I can do to just get it off my desk, get it off my plate, get it off my life. You know, forgive, forget, let it go. Okay, move right along. Okay, systematic about it. Now, with the squares to Neptune and Jupiter, because you have this beautiful trine to Saturn, here's what I'm going to say. Imagine a new you, or an upgraded, elevated version of you in a new life. Okay? You can, like, mentally, with your emotions, project yourself into the future that you want, the future that you're creating, the future you're actively manifesting a little bit every single day. Let that be your guide. Let that be your inspiration, and let that see you through whatever it is that you're overcoming. Now, this should be easy for you because it's a trine to Saturn, or if you're manifesting and you're doing something on that date, or if you're getting the approval, if you make the ask, if you, you know, are dealing with the authority and you're proving yourself and you're being responsible, and it's like, you know, you're doing really great. That could be, number one, that could surprise them, because the moon is squaring this stuff. So they might have thought you were, you know, lazy. Maybe they thought you were immature. Maybe they thought you're not trustworthy to handle a bigger budget or more responsibility. So it could correct somebody else's image of you, or you could also be seeing something that goes better than you thought it could go. Okay. All right. Now, on a subconscious level, this could be people getting really buried under what they have to work through karmically, and they're not ready to meet the maturity. The trine doesn't mean you're going to like it. That's why we don't judge these aspects. The trine doesn't mean you're going to like what's happening. It just means the energy is happening easy. So if you don't like Saturn, if you don't work with your Saturn, sorry, I almost choked a little bit. Saturn's choking me. I was thinking about the Saturn return in that moment. It's still scarring me. I'm just kidding. But you know, if there's anything that you resent about it, that moon just crossed Mars, got you all fucking upset about it, and it hits the trine to Saturn, you might get some consequences. You know, you were putting off taking care of something, and now the consequences. You procrastinated, now the consequences. And that square to Jupiter and Neptune for you could be, oh shit, I thought I had more time. I thought I could put this off longer. I thought I didn't have to deal with this right now. Whatever. You know, and that is in a spiral that can, you know, snowball into you know, more issues that you're going to be dealing with over these next couple of weeks. I love this so much, you guys. Friday. Okay, Friday. Happy Friday. Casual Friday. I'm loving this, you guys. Like, I feel I'm hitting the Venus in Capricorn before the Venus in Capricorn. Okay, so thank you very much. All right, so on Frigg's Day, on Friday, December the 9th, we have Venus now making that square over from that Sagittarius area of life to the Piscean Jupiter, and then entering the sign of Capricorn. Okay, so let's do Venus square Jupiter. This could be a lot of a good thing. Okay, you could totally go overboard, you know, too much champagne and naughty women, champagne, caviar, naughty women. Or this can be, you know, like overwhelmed with like love, overwhelmed with creativity, overwhelmed with joy, oh my God, my life is happening. My dreams are opening up. I see it, and I'm feeling it. You know, it's like very over the top. Don't overdo it on the drugs and alcohol. You could take more than you think that you're taking. Be careful. Don't drop your boundaries and not use protection when you're having sex. Okay, those things could be negative manifestations of this energy. So be very, very careful there. But yeah, this can just be like you eat all the you eat all the donuts. Donuts. Anyway, so there's just like nothing that is more comforting to me than like a chocolate donut or a chocolate chip cookie or like a piece of chocolate cake or double chocolate fudge. I know too many of these things off the top of my head, but like it is just, and I'm a Cancer rising, so this Mars retrograde has been fucking with me, guys. But but like comfort food is just like, it's like literal love. Like I didn't, you know what I was, I feel like Don Draper in the episode of Mad Men where he's talking about, he has the carousel and it's like the carousel episode and he's doing this ad for Hershey's and he's like, fucking chocolate bar, like, you know, like that's happiness as a kid. When you're a child, a fucking Hershey bar is like fucking happiness, you know. I feel like that. I feel it. So Venus square Jupiter, it's a lot of a good thing. If you are having a lot of sex with the one you love, like urinate and clean yourself up in between all of that because you don't want to get like a UTI. You don't want to get, that was TMI, sorry. But like, you know, all of the things. I don't know why I'm going to like the sex part of it, but maybe that's just like the Pisces energy. That's very, actually, Venus is in Pisces. Venus is on Jupiter, Sagittarius. Yeah, there's mutual reception here. So it's probably going to be more of happiness, goodness, overwhelming. But if you fucked up your full moon and you fucked up your Mercury stuff, this is going to be underwhelming. This is going to be disappointing. This is going to be a letdown, and it's going to be a deep letdown. You're going to be upset. You're going to be disappointed. Something's not what you thought it was. And, you know, like this could be that, you know, you take too much, you go out, you think you're drinking, having a great time, and, you know, you throw up and you're like, you feel gross with yourself and you're, I don't know, you get real sick and you don't like who you are and you feel real shitty, or you're like texting your ex, or you're, you know, just like that Pisces energy. I'm not going to get into it. We have more stuff to get through. So, you know, just portion control. Let me just put it that way, portion control, and just taking good care of yourself. When Venus moves into Capricorn, okay, this is what I'm saying with like the sexy suits, like, you know, like Venus in Capricorn is like very the sexy business person, like showing up to take care of business, but like it's sexy. You know, taking care of your shit, being responsible is sexy. This can also increase, this is like sexy suits, sexy pantsuits, sexy three-piece suits, you know, sexy silhouettes at work, and being professional, decorum, and, you know, you could be meeting love through work as well. Careful there with the love and the colleagues, unless you're me and love having crushes on people that are you cannot be with. It's that's like a workaholic thing that I read about, that it's like a Capricorn workaholic thing, that Capricorns have like these crushes and these fantasies, and you know there's some like unfulfilled or you know it's not able to be like real because it protects us from like pain and hurt and all that stuff, and we can just keep working along, but we like the fantasy of it. So you know, Venus in Capricorn could be meeting love, or you know, maybe a relationship develops with someone you're working with, or you know, working for, when you're employees, so be careful there. But you know, I love Venus in Capricorn because, not because I'm a Capricorn, but no, it is because I'm a Capricorn. I lied. Venus in Capricorn is just taking love seriously. You know, you don't want a fly-by-night person. This is not hot girl summer. This is fucking get down to business motherfucking winter. And, you know, Venus in Capricorn enjoys working hard, enjoys applying themselves, enjoys making something of value, enjoys, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, go ahead and get serious about your values with the Venus in Capricorn. And now we're going to have it's going to be a whole thing at the end of the year. It's going to be really intense. And this is also Venus in Capricorn, not retrograde. So this is going to be so much better, so much better. It's going to feel better. And, you know, there could be some real gems that you're going to get out of this Venus in Capricorn transit. And it's going to be gems that last in your life. Okay. So, you know, I am telling you, Venus is in Capricorn now. All right, Saturn is in Aquarius. The value of the uniqueness, the ingenuity, the inventiveness, grounding it, stabilizing it, showing up for it, being mature about it, taking care of what you love, taking care of yourself, taking care of your responsibilities, and showing up to it, like really showing up to it. If you work a 9 to 5, showing up to it 100%. You don't have to take your whole self to work. I just read an article in The Economist about that. But you know, you can bring the best, you know, like what you can really show and be of value. If you have a creative lifestyle and you have open scheduling and you have a lot of unstructured time, still showing up to your own creative time seriously, and not dicking off or scrolling TikTok or wasting the day away. This week of the Neptune stuff could be wasting time, wasting effort, waste. So, you know, be careful of that. With Venus in Capricorn, you're not going to want to waste anything. All right, you ever talk about fucking Capricorn? We're like the frugal, cheap fucking fuckers of the world. Okay, so, you know, and it's weird. Like, there's some things that I'm so cheap about, and there's some things that I will just give me that German-made, you know, I will love to spend my hard-earned money on it, you know. But other things I am a motherfucking cheapskate about. I'm like, I'm not giving you anything, you know. So it's like you want quality, you want value, you want security, you want a return on your investment, you want appreciating assets. Okay, so you know, if you guys need to increase your financial literacy, you're more interested in financial literacy. I just did Crypto Sesh today. This is Sunday. I'm recording this Sunday the 4th. Crypto Sesh was amazing, and I love it. I love all this stuff. I'm a Capricorn stellium, so you know that's going to be more sexy and attractive. The people that you're meeting, you want them to have their shit together. You want them to, you know, have certain things already worked out. You're not going to be as tolerant of the couch surfer, good looking person that's just like, wah! You know, you're going to be like, okay, that's a gimmick. I'm going to be tired of you like in 10 seconds. I want someone that I can grow with. I want someone that's going to this relationship is going to grow in value. This is also what okay, so there's Venus in Capricorn, but if you in your chart have Venus, Saturn, okay, I have Venus conjunct Saturn, you're an ugly duckling, and you get more attractive the older you get. Oh my God, the awkward phase lasted a really long time for me. And it just, it was not the time for me to pursue acting because I just loved I remember my agent, I went in and I had like, you don't see it now because I got the shit together, but I had, what do we call them? The grandfather baby hairs. You don't really see it right now, but like they were like really sticking out, and so I was at this meeting and he's like, Natalie, I was like, what's this? I didn't know anything about like hair straighteners. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about any of that. So yeah, ugly duckling. But we get better as we get older. If you have Venus, Saturn, you age gracefully, you age lovely, and you're just the fucking swan of life. But like I checked my chart in my 80s and my 70s looks fucking amazing. So, Capricorn power. But this is the same thing. So if you have Venus in Capricorn, and you can use this transit as well, this is something that can appreciate in value. It just gets better the longer it lasts. Okay, that's the kind of relationship you're looking for, is a relationship that just gets deeper and richer the longer it is in existence. All right, so that hot girl summer, fluky little hot to trot, that's just, no one's gonna care about that. The flavor of the week is just not going to be so flavorful. Ooh. Sorry, I've been so goofy. All right, back to business here. Let's move on to Saturday. Saturday, the 10th of December. We're gonna have the moon sextiling over to Uranus in the North Node. This is a great opportunity, more opportunity for growth. So that Cancer, Taurus kind of energy, the feelings could be feely. You could feel the feels. And again, it's kind of almost like that when the moon was in Taurus, it might be a little call back to that, where you're feeling some developments here. Maybe circumstances are changing to support the growth in the Taurus area of your life. There's also a beautiful trine to Neptune over in Pisces. So that is just super dreamy. That is like you're dreaming big, you're emotionally like secure, and like your intuition is speaking very loud. All right, on Saturday, believe in your dreams, believe in them, don't give up on them. Let yourself, when you're feeling down and out, when you're feeling crummy, rest. Okay, you take care of your subliminal self, the inner child. Have that picture of you when you're 5 years old. Do something for your past self. Rest, calm, quiet, reflect, read a book, make a fancy cup of hot cocoa, and just rest. Give yourself permission and say, I'm having a good boundary with the stress and the pressure in my life, and all I need to focus on right now is rest and calm, quiet, reflecting, processing. Okay? Believe in your dreams. That's filling the cup. Okay, fill back the cup, and circumstances might even show you some things. There could be signs with this moon in Cancer trining to this Neptune in Pisces. This is so psychic, this is so intuitive, this is so telepathic. You might have the signs and synchronicities that are telling you and showing you that you're on the right path and that you're in alignment. Okay, Sunday. Okay, Sunday we have the moon trining over to Jupiter now in Pisces. Well, Jupiter. The moon is then going to enter the sign of Leo, and then we have the sun sextiling over to this Aquarian energy. Very nice. Okay, love this day. So moon trining Jupiter. You're feeling grateful. You're feeling blessed. It's easier to believe in yourself. If things have been a shit week, this is part of like the disappointment. This would be like you're getting an emotional education where you're feeling all of the repercussion feelings, and that Jupiter energy is going to be more like the judge and jury, and that moon in Cancer is going to be really like feeling sorry for yourself and like, why did I do that? I self-sabotage. Oh my God. Remember, just because it's a trine doesn't mean it's going to be good, that you're going to like it. It just means the energy is going to be easier. Same thing as a square. It doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It just means there's going to be a crunch that you've got to smooth out to make the way easier for yourself. Okay, so love but let's be, positive. That moon trying to Jupiter, that is feeling grateful. That's feeling blessed, okay? Then the moon's going to enter into the sign of Leo. Show off, okay? Strut your stuff from a place of self-love, not from a place of ego. So it'll be really easy to tell if it's from ego. If it's from ego, people are going to be overcompensating. They're going to be shouty. Like sometimes Leos get super shouty and shh, shh, inside voice, and they're like, what, but not, it's self-love, because you love yourself, Leos, and you appreciate how wonderful and great and sparkly you are. And you genuinely want to share that for other people and for other people to benefit. You guys are the sun. You're the center of all of our universes. And you're what we're all trying to grow into in our own different ways and different facets of the zodiac. So, this moon in Leo, let yourself be authentically inspired by yourself. That's another childlike energy. And so capture the creativity and the whimsy and the, that freedom that a child spirit has, and let that out. Let that be what you show. Let that be, what people get from you. Let that be your vibe that people are getting off of you. And it could be really, really nice. You could enjoy yourself more. Other people can see more. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice. Now, the sun sextiling Saturn is amazing. I love it, love it, love it, especially because the full moon trined over to Saturn this week. So it is a good time to impress the boss or to firm up your goals, add more. Like for me, I'm restructuring this, some stories. And this is like the goals are going to be like, oh, I get it now. I see it coming together. Oh my God, it's great. So whatever your goals are, they could be supported, or you can get the approval of a nod from either like an actual boss, if you have a boss, or it's your inner authority, me structuring my scripts and my stories. By the way, we're having our Tegan table reads Monday the 5th from 6 to 7 p.m. CST. So, I forgot to say that. So make sure you are looking over at the Patreon, reading all of the statements and feeling out what's right for you. It's included in one of our tiers. So if you want to show up to that is on Zoom. So you guys are going to get a special email Zoom invite, and it's gonna be great. But that's for writers. If you're a writer's creative, if you want for creative channeling. Okay, let's move on to this really quickly. This is all of the tiers. So go ahead and either screenshot this or head over to patreon.com/TheFirstArteagan, download for yourself. And then this is the calendar. So it's a 2-page PDF. It has the tiers and it has the calendar. So as you can see, we have Capricorn Aquarius tomorrow, or today, I guess, since you're seeing this on Monday. And we have our Tegan table reads. So let's move on to our... Oh, okay. So this is going to be the tarot. Actually, let me do this. I'll do it like this for your the 3 things that you need to know for every sign, and then I will switch over for the tarot part then. So give me a moment. Oh no, wait a minute. This is where I put it. Mother of pearl. Okay. All right. Let me just, I know this is going to be like, okay. Okay. So let's start with you, Aries. All righty, Aries. So the 3 things that Aries, sun, moon, and risings need to know about this week. Actually, can I? No, I can't. Maybe I can. Let me do this. Sorry, guys. This is going to get so much more streamlined. So this is the first time that I'm doing all of this like this. So like I said, I'm just getting these all together. Sorry. Oopsie. No, not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right. Thank you for bearing with me, Aries. We're going to talk about you in a second, in one little second. I just wanted to put this up here. Thank you for your patience. Appreciate it very, very much. Here we go. 3, 2. I said 3, 2, and now we are at 1. Okay, Aries, welcome to your 3 things that you guys need to know about this week ahead. Mother of Pearl. Okay, number 1, Aries, and we're going to get to your tarot after this. So everyone's going to get, and let me know how you guys like this format and this, everything that I'm doing here. That helps me be of better service to you, to let you guys, for you guys to let me know how my channel changes are helping you or whatnot. So, okay, Aries, 3 things that you guys need to know. Number 1, think twice before sharing your thoughts and perspective. Number 2, stay open-minded when a past conflict resurfaces. Your mind must change. Number 3, none of this week or your situation is as bad as you think. And you can be pleasantly surprised over this weekend. We shall see. Your tarot, now I can come here. Let's do it let's do this. Very good. All right, Aries, let us know what message is coming through for Aries this week. What else do you need to know? The High Priest. Oh, I guess this is like better right here. The High Priestess. Okay, so this is saying that you're going to be dealing with someone that knows all of the ins and outs of like the company, the corporation, the situation. Sorry, I didn't know there was going to be like this huge emphasis on my like right here. So, okay. Is this you, or is this like a secret that you're keeping? 4 of Pentacles crossed by the Knight of Cups. So this is almost like holding back affection or holding back, there might be something you have to get off your chest, something, and there might be a personal relationship that needs something to come out, that needs to be discussed, to be brought up to the surface this week for the Aries, Sun, Moon, and risings. What was that? Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay. Taurus, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. What do you need to know about this week ahead? 3 things that you need to know, Taurus. Allies benefit you, so let their messaging really sink in. Number 2, you're making big or difficult decisions this week, so follow your heart, follow your priorities, and listen to your values. Number 3, the more you share with the right people, the more you will receive. The contrasts where it's not mutually beneficial will sharpen. Very, very Venus and Capricorn on my little clipboard, but I always have my little clipboard. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look at your tarot. What message am I here to deliver for the Tauruses this week? What do Tauruses need to know? Page of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the Star to start. Crossed by the Knight of Wands and the Tower. So there does seem to be like a harsh change in your momentum. Okay, it's almost like you have all this momentum that you're putting into something, and then there's a very abrupt stop to it, and you have to like change that and do something different, or and it might happen fast. You might have to like really think quickly. But honestly, there's a lot of inspiration from your friends or from your colleagues, or, there's someone at work, or there's someone in your field, whether it's like an e-colleague or something, that you might start something with them, or there might be, there's going to be options for you. So whatever momentum is being stopped, there's inspiration and momentum to start really building something solid with someone in your tribe, okay, or a colleague. You guys know I have to do this evenly distributed. It's like tarot OCD. Okay. Okay, Gemini, sun, moon, and risings. The three things you need to know about this week ahead. The most challenging relationships will be the most rewarding if you can change your attitude and elevate your perspective. Number two, any drama that reaches a boiling point or critical mass this week, you brought upon yourself. Stand up for your integrity and reputation to correct any relationships or parenting or professional standing that may have gone awry. Number three, take as much responsibility as you can. Respecting your own boundaries in all relationships. So, don't overdo it anywhere, but take as much as you possibly can in all your relationships. Let's take a look at your tarot for the Geminis. What message am I here to deliver to the Gemini sun, moon, and risings? Page of Cups, Strength, and the Four of Pentacles. Honestly, this looks like a stubborn immaturity. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to change. I don't want to overcome my human stuff. I just want to stay the same and let everyone else change around me. And I don't know about all that. What's going on with the Geminis this week? Oh, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something that you're at a point where you're really assessing either the value of something or maybe how much you've put into maybe a job or a training or any kind of something you've been working really hard at. And there's like a point where you've got to overcome your own self in it. So it's not like it's totally worthless or anything. It's not like it's maybe bad or that you're not getting anything out of it. There might just be you that needs to say something, maybe make an apology, or whatever you're really feeling like you don't want to do. That's probably the thing you need to do to make this really take this to the next level or get more out of it. Okay, for the Gemini's sun, moon, and risings. Okay. Cancer, sun, moon, and risings. What are the three things that Cancerians need to know about this week ahead? Well, Cancers, let's see. Number one, live your integrity. Don't just talk about it. Actually be about it. Okay? Act on it. Take action on it. Number two, be honest with yourself about whatever comes up or blows up this week. Okay? This is such a subconscious, something about you is going to be brought to the surface of your awareness. So whatever, guys, the subconscious stress streams that I've been having, hilarious. So the other night, I dreamt that I missed not like I missed my gate. I was at the airport. I was getting on a really important flight, like a life-changing flight or something, and they changed my gate at the last moment, and I didn't even, and this actually happened to me this year, but in the dream, it was like even more high stakes. But in the dream, I was like, oh my God, they're boarding right now, and I have to run to the other side of the airport and get on. So there was that stress dream. And then last night, I had a stress dream that my colorist was like mad at me or that she didn't like me. And I have a great relationship with my colorist. Okay. Being sick with strep totally threw off my route appointment. So I'm like not happy about that because my schedule is so like tight as is. So, but anyway, but in this stress dream, I asked my colorist about like her family or something, and I don't know what happened or what I did, but I just felt so like insecure. I'm like, she's not happy with me or something. Like, it was just, it's stupid. Like, it's really stupid stuff. So yeah, Cancer, sorry. Number three, enjoy either the blessing or miracle this weekend if you earned it. Okay, so this weekend could be so lovely and so wonderful if you earned it. But you got to earn it. You got to be honest about yourself, about whatever that subconscious stuff is, and like deal with it and process it. Okay, then you can have a great weekend. Let's take a look at your tarot. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. What message am I here to deliver to the Cancerians, sun, moon, and risings? What do they need to know about this week ahead? Ooh. You got the High Priestess. Who else got the High Priestess? Someone else got the High Priestess. Okay, so it's even more meaningful for you, Cancer, because this full moon is in your 12th house of secrets, sorrows, self-undoing, but also has to do with support that you have from people behind closed doors, secret people, secret support. So this is like not just guardian angels and maybe people that have passed on that are looking over you, but also like benefactors and just people that support you in life that is not like, they're not like visible people. Okay. I know that if I have my Capricorn stellium, so when you have a stellium, your stellium hits people really intensely in one area of their life. You impact them very deeply, very viscerally, and it's like, maybe that's like love, hate, just some kind of intense reaction. So I know if I have my stellium in someone's 12th house, that it's like, I know I wouldn't help but just trigger them, or so, you know, not like always for the negative, but it's just like, they're going to have to be dealing not only with their own subconscious through their relationship with me, but I also know that I may not be like a public person in their life. Like I may not be someone that they're like proud to be around, or that they're proud to just like be associated with, or, you know, it's just like a secretive, private, I'm the benefactor. I'm the one that either provides some kind of subconscious relief for them. There it is. There's a sweet spot of focus. I'm either the one that provides like guidance and support psychologically. I help their mental health. I'm their psychic coach, or I'm their like benefactor. Like I physically help support them in their life in some kind of way. But again, it's from behind the scenes. I'm not really someone that they want to bring out in public and be like proud to be seen with or something, for whatever reason. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. So what are you dealing with behind the scenes? I'm getting that this is like a benefactor or someone like supporting you. This could also be your psychic ability. So for me, my PK, I'm just like, it's different when we do the PK party. I need my own like solo practice sessions because I'm more of like, you know, on-site teacher trainer when I'm doing PK party on Friday nights. Let's see what's on the Four of Cups. Damn. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings. So this is so funny. So, okay, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings. There could be a secret benefactor, or you may get some offers, or you may be working on something behind the scenes that has to do with someone, either you or the other person, that you're doing this literally because of a rejection of something else. So you may have to make some difficult decisions. You may have to say no to something in order to say yes to something. You know, with this Mars retrograde, it's that cutting out thing, you know, you might have to get over something, like just get over it. And I hate to say it that way, but like, if you're cross watching for a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, please be nice to us. Please don't fuck with us. Please don't pick on us. Please don't like try to make us angry or jealous, or like, please just be nice. Most of us are not gonna retaliate. We're just gonna have our hurt feelings and our stress dreams and nightmares about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you may have to have some better psychological or psychic boundaries, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, and just like, now literally, like, trust what you know. Trust what you know about the relationships that you have. Don't let like these, like, I'm not going to be weird with my colorist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I have a great relationship with her. I love her to pieces. She's wonderful. She's always caring about me. She's always thinking about me. She's so considerate. Her name's Natalie. So of course I love her more than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I know. I know that. So my stress dream last night was just a stress dream. It wasn't prophetic. It wasn't, you know, it was just a stress dream. If anything, it means that I really like her even more, you know what I'm saying? So you might have to have, like I said, some really great boundary with yourself about, you know, something that you're stressed out about. But if you do have like a benefactor, or if you are working with someone and collaborating with someone behind the scenes, you both may have to go on the back end and really look at how the company is running, or how the project is going, and make some adjustments, like you two together. Like the high priestess is the one that knows everything about how the company really works. They know everything about the books. They know all the secret dynamics. You know what I'm saying? So you might be going in and making some like internal back end changes too. Of course, I spent longer on Cancer because I'm just spewing my own subconscious. Okay, where were we? All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings. 3 things that Leos need to know about this week ahead. Number 1, resisting intimacy or opening your heart will make a lot of trouble for you later. Number 2, some friendships are disintegrating. Let them die. Go back and develop friendships with people you previously judged or looked over. Number 3, if you've been brave enough to either express your creativity honestly or opening your heart up in some other way, you'll have a great weekend. That's funny. I'm so funny. I'm so funny. Okay. All right. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings. What message am I here to deliver to the Leos? What do Leos need to know? Let's make a hand. Let me know what you guys think about this format. Oh, the devil. Oh my God. Oh my God, the devil. Ooh. Page of Swords and Queen of Wands. This looks really triggering, Leo, Sun, Moon, Risings. You may have to overcome feelings of competition or like a sexuality thing. You may be talking about your sexuality or like needing to discuss your sexuality, or there may just be like a vice, some kind of vice that you've got to confront and overcome, and it may be triggered by someone, or it may have to do with someone, or they may be challenging you. You might this is also you, so you might have, like, I don't know, maybe you are blurring the lines in like a work relationship and it's getting really amorous or something like that, or really like, you know, something, but try to hold out for your integrity. The Page of Swords is a test of integrity. The wind is blowing against you and you've got the sword of truth, and it's like, well, what are you going to do? Okay, the company asking you to do something illegal, what are you going to do? So you don't have that kind of thing. So you have a test of integrity and you are going to be tempted to do the wrong thing, or to, you know, like there's going to be something about it that it's going to pose a challenge for you. But just remember who you are, remember what you stand for, and remember that you shine bright like a diamond no matter what. Okay, so if it is like jealousy or something, you are the heart of the zodiac. Okay, remember that. You teach the rest of us how to have a heart. Okay, trust me, my moon and my Mercury are in Aquarius. You people teach me how to have a okay, so it's like as icy and cold across the sky as it gets. So you know, you guys make it very human, very, very, very human. Okay, let's move on to, oopsie. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So 3 things that Virgos need to know about this week ahead. If you're at odds with someone or inspired by someone, talk about it. Talk about it. Number 2, trust yourself, taking action. You'll elevate your reputation. Okay, so for the Virgos this week, the spinning, the rumination, the what's it called? Like the almost like compulsive thinking, but it doesn't have to be compulsive thinking. It's just trust yourself. You know, you might spin your wheels and nothing gets done and you don't do anything and you're going to waste the full moon. So make sure you don't want to be afraid of doing the wrong thing. I get it. But that can still be the wrong thing. So, you know, talk about it and then do something, but just trust yourself taking the action, because you could, like I said, elevate your reputation in some way, shape, or form. Number 3, if you opened up the dialogue, you'll get a lot of goodness in relationships. Okay, that's like towards like the end of the week. If you were able to, you know, open the dialogue, you'll really enjoy that weekend for yourself. Okay. Oops. Oh, no, that's the right one. Let's take a look at the tarot message for the Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Oh my God, Judgment. Oh my God, and the Queen of Wands. That's pretty simple and straightforward. So literally, Virgo, the message is so clear. You gotta do about it. You know, don't talk. You're gonna talk about it, and then you're gonna be about it, and then you're gonna enjoy it. So literally, taking action. And Judgment's interesting. This is almost like if you were vague or ambiguous about something, this could be when you really make up your mind, you're off the fence, and you know, you just, this might even be something self-care for yourself. Like you might even make a big decision about your passion, your drive, but more than that, this is like you make a really big decision about what your heart's really into, like specifically professionally, you know, your image, where you're, how you want people to see you and understand you and take your energy in. What do you want to be known for? So I feel like this is, you know, wanting to be known as like respected for your work ethic or your scrappiness, or maybe sexuality is a part of this, but just something that's like, the bigger part is like making that decision. Okay, and now it is Judgment, so maybe the decision is being made for you and something is going on with your reputation or your energy levels, and you're being more, you've got to like adapt or accept it or something. Okay, next up we have, okay, next up on the docket, we've got Libras. Look at how cool these things are. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So 3 things that Libras need to know about this week ahead. Number 1, analyze your mental ego and pettiness to help you let go of trivial conflict. I know. Analyze your mental ego and pettiness to help you let go of trivial conflict. Number 2, you'll feel a lot of pressure on your morals and integrity and to act on them. You'll only get blowback when they're misaligned. So take that feedback. Take the feedback that universe is giving you to act on your morals and your integrity. You might have to prove it. You might have to prove what you believe, prove your integrity, prove your morals, prove your ethics. And, you know, it, like I said, it'll only be blowback if it's wrong. If you're wrong, think of, I won't even get into it. I'm not even going to, okay. I don't even have to go there. But yes, the answer is yes. Number 3, if you internalized the change in perspective and elevated your ethics and acted appropriately, you'll be overwhelmed with praise this weekend. So for those of you that act on and improve your morals, your integrities, you can really have a great weekend. Very lovely. And for your tarot, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Risings. The message in my here to deliver for the Libra, Sun, Moon, Risings. King of Cups and the Death energy. Ooh, and the Death energy. All right, with that, King of Cups and Death to start. Ooh, there you are. Justice, the 10 of Swords, and the and the 2 of Cups. I don't want to play this way. This is easier for me. These cards are disintegrating, but I still like them because they're very modern, very fresh. Okay, so okay, can you see that though? 2 of Cups, the Justice energy, and the 10 of Swords. And this is the 10 of Swords. There's 2 in this deck. This is the real 10 of Swords. There's another one that says like everything is fine. This is like the 10 of Swords. All right, so damn, there's someone in your life, this King of Cups. They don't have to be like a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. They can be. It does not have to be. This is like some kind of big emotional upheaval. Okay, if this is you, this is like you are becoming more of an emotionally mature person through some huge overhaul happening in your life. Okay, this is my Michael Corleone energy. So it's like really mature. It's really upright. It's really outstanding. It's really adult. Okay, like if you're using it, but if this is like the highest vibrational, like someone that has such great control and self-awareness of their emotions, that they know how to, they move through the world knowing what everyone's feeling and what everyone's thinking. Now, the lower vibe is if this is like manipulative, or if this is like, I call them emotional terrorists, like they emotionally hijack the situation. So like, I grew up around a lot of like Cancer, Sun, Moon risings that were like very low vibrational Queen of Cups. And they just were like emotional terrorists where, God, they would have like some emotional crisis, and everyone would have to just like swallow their own emotions to like either walk on eggshells around them, or, you know, make them feel better, or like whatever. Everything was always upsetting them, and it was always about what they were feeling. So that's like low vibrational, manipulative, psycho, you know, King of Cup energy. That's going to emotionally hijack the situation. So if that's going on in your life, that's over and done with that. And you know, Libra, you have Cancer on that 10th house, so there could be, you know, some kind of change or transformation in your career, or with a boss or with an authority, or if you're the parent, if you're the authority, you might nip that in the bud, where you're no longer, you're just like changing your energy in some way, shape, or form. Now, with all of this is definitely clearly some kind of like relational issue that is coming to a close. And what you have saving the day is Justice, which is your major arcana card. So, you know, you love balance, you that's your thing. And, you know, if you are procrastinating making a decision, or if you are procrastinating taking action, it's because you have a fear of being out of balance in some way, shape, or form, or the situation, or the people, or, you know, something. But then the energy spins and nothing gets done, and the moment goes by, the opportunity passes, or, you know, whatever. So this is going to be some kind of balancing to the situation, but there's some kind of like worry or fear that's out and done and gone. So look forward to that, Libra, is that you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to think about it anymore. You know, who else was I talking to about it? I'm just like, trust what you, I think her name is Cancer. You know, trust what you know. Trust what you know about yourself, about, you know, your relationships, about, you know, and like I said, there's some kind of like big upheaval thing happening, whether this is in your career or in a relationship with someone that's like this. So if it's like the negative, then you feel way more empowered to just stand your ground and say, go fuck yourself. You're not going to terrorize my emotions. You're not going to hijack my day with your bullshit, with your drama. You're not going to, or if someone is bringing drama to your doorstep, like about you, about your reputation, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you bringing me this? This is throwing off my day. Now I'm stressed out about it. Why did you tell me this? Why did you bring this to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just something that's like out of balance, and you are equalizing that in your relationships this week. Ooh. Okay. Definitely something could be, yeah. Yeah. But I wouldn't be afraid of it. I really would not. All right. Alrighty. Let's move on to Scorpios. All right, Scorpios. So 3 things that Scorpios need to know about this week ahead. Number 1, think twice about spending money this week. For real, for real. Number 2, internalize the new insights on the past or current pain so you know what to do to let it go. You'll have to physically do something to let it go. Number 3, think twice about overindulging. If you resisted, sorry, that was one sentence. Think twice about overindulging if you resisted internalizing the new insights. Because if you tried to like gloss over or push it away, you resisted it, then you're going to go overboard with something this weekend. If you alchemized, if you internalize the changes, then you're going to have a great weekend. You're going to be very creative. Okay. Okay, Scorps, what message am I here to deliver for the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and the Rising? Zap. Eight of Pentacles to start. Working hard for the money. Working hard. Getting better. Four of Swords, Three of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Oh my God, this is awesome. All right, Scorpio. So this week, there's some kind of epic partnership that you are getting into or that you're really aligned with. You're meeting someone, you're hiring a great person, you've got great legal counsel, or like there's just someone here that they may be like far away. This could be a collaborator or some kind of you know, someone that's going to really serve your future, and they might even come out of the woodwork. Like it could be very surprising. Yeah, there's some kind of collaboration or some kind of development with someone that is really sharp, really smart, really great. Honestly, it looks like a really great fit for you. They could be the, you know, they're the chocolate to your peanut butter, or any other great combination of complementary flavors. Okay, so you know it's simple for you guys. It's really great. So it could also be very forward looking, like you see a very fruitful future with this person. Very, very nice. This works. All right. Sagittarius, welcome, Wilkommen, Saggies. The three things that Sagittariuses need to know about this week ahead. Number one, keep thinking and talking a lot. It's helping you loosen previous emotional foundations you're outgrowing and replacing them with bigger and better. Number two, cut out the relationships that want you to stay the same or are threatened by your growth. Revisit or reignite relationships that you can grow with or grow into. Number three, if you made those relationship adjustments, you'll feel way more comfortable and actually enjoy the growth process in laying new foundation. If you resisted, the weekend could be disappointing, or you could feel like your relationships are underwhelming. I'm writing. Okay, I'll do it in a second. All right, let's take a look at your tarot for the Saggies, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Tell me all about it. What do the Sagittariuses need to know about this week ahead? Oh, the Fool and the Nine of Wands. Why are you so defensive? What's that all about? Weird. Oh, the Everything is Fine Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Something is not nearly as bad as you think it is. Like there's maybe like a wish coming true, or like epic happiness, or you know, some kind of pat on the back, or just something that makes you really happy. And it's like, why are you blocking your blessings? What is your subconscious resistance? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just be mindful of that. Like just be open. Oh my gosh. And didn't even see that. She's got blue hair in this card. Actually, maybe this one's easier. Can you see it? You see the blue hair. He's got blue hair. He's got blue hair in the Fool card. There we go. All right. I never noticed that for this deck. Okay. So take the leap of faith. I don't know why you're resisting it. You're Sagittarius, but you are. Go for it. Everything is fine. Nothing. It's not as bad as you think it is. And just enjoy it. Just like have fun. Just enjoy it. That was another very straightforward reading. All right. See who is next. Oh. It is Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Risings. These are the three things that Capricorns need to know about this week ahead. Number one, think twice before you speak. Your subconscious will give you away. Luckily, I'm not like super like psycho in my mind, so me speaking about my subconscious is just like hilarious. And I'm funnier and goofier, even more so than usual. Number two, you're getting a second chance this week to settle a petty, trivial conflict once and for all with coworkers, employees, or in your own mind. Like, what are you fighting yourself about in your own mind and your heart as you move through your day? Attitudes are really, really important. act. Attitudes are shortened states of being. Attitudes are like who you are, okay? Over the long term, attitudes are formed by the thoughts that you're thinking repetitively. So for you, Capricorn, your attitude towards what you've got to do during the day. I didn't even think I could be more efficient. I am so, it's mind-blowing. And it's because my attitudes have been changing on this Mars retrograde towards what I'm doing with my day. And I'm able to fit in so much. It's been amazing. I've never, and my screenwriting is at a level, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And I have high standards for so your attitudes are really important. It's going to make the difference of the world, of how you're living your life, Capricorn. Positive attitudes. I mean, that encompasses so many. It's like, we all hate hearing that. You have a positive attitude, you know, but like, find your own way to redesign your attitude and act on the positive attitudes, okay? Number 3, if you leveled up and let it go, like stewing on conflicts or even just thinking about, I don't know, like celebrities that make you mad, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have a bunch of drama in your life, but there's something that you've got to change about how you're showing up to your day, to all the little things in your day. If you leveled up and let that go, let go of, you know, that conflict in your mind or in your heart, or let go of a petty thing with a coworker, or let go of some weird thing between you and your employees. If you let it go and reconfigured your attitude, your motivation, and how you physically act on your attitude and motivation, you can enjoy a creative or relaxing, inspiring weekend. Big benefits. Because it's the quality of life, all right? It's your moments of peace that I personally, I'm not surrendering it for shit. I'm not here for it. I'm my moments of peace, my calm, my my happiness, my creativity, my focus. Psychokinesis, I need that, a better masculine, a stronger masculine energy to finish some of the work that I'm doing in psychokinesis. And it's like that focus. Think of X-Men, the first X-Men, where Ian McKellen's boy version, he's at the Nazi, I think Auschwitz, and they're taking his mother away. And his psychokinesis gets all crazy and he bends the iron gates of the concentration camp. So the thing about like psychokinesis, for instance, is being able to maintain your focus. And this is what I'm working on. When all the shit is like, when there's all this stuff happening, like anyone can go in their meditation room and sit on a fucking expensive overpriced fucking pillow and put on their soft music and have their perfect little life and fucking meditate. Any fucking person can motherfucking do that, okay? But when you are homeless, living out of your car, when you have some crazy drama going on with your neighbor next door, when you have your mom kicking your little cousin's ass in the room next door, when there's so much else going on in your life, like a fucking twister tornado, can you still hold your focus and meditate? That's the level that I'm working on in my meditation, in my practice, in my psychokinesis. So that's what I'm talking about. Let's move on. I know this is just how I talk. I'm so intense. All right, let's get into it. All right, Cappies, Capparoos, what message am I here to deliver to you? Ah, that rhymed. I didn't even try. So did that too. All right, we have the world to start. So Capricorn, so Saturnian, coming full circle, very mature. There could be rewards. This is like graduation. This is the last card in the tarot deck. So you started as the Fool and you went through all of the realms of work and existence and lessons, and you are graduating this week. There is something that's culminating. There's a wonderful, like, final hurrah. You're winning something. listen, the drugs and the brain that gets released of overcoming your fear, overcoming your resistance. It's good drugs. It's good shit. So this is confirming it. What else? Tell us about the lesson or the reward. Maybe there's travel. Maybe there's, rewards of maturity, or maybe even like a raise or something. Okay, so it's more internal. Sorry, it's more internal. So the more you work on that internal quality of self, your own internal life, that is where the rewards are. Sorry, this is like backwards and I can't think backwards visually like that. So the Hermit and the World. This is also very fated energy. So whatever you are working on this week, Capricorn, it's internally, whatever you're working on internally and changing those attitudes, it's like your own personal, you know what? This really is so true for you, because Sag season is always like taking out the trash, for Capricorns. So, this is like this week, purge it all out. All right. Purge it all out. And your day, how you're experiencing the moments of your day are going to feel so much better. And, with the Hermit, you could be the wizened mentor. You could be in a position to help somebody else and be the guru or be the guide or lead someone else in a very mature way. But you're also learning from that solitude. You're learning and you're internalizing, and you are also maybe even having your own guru, having your own person, having your own source of spiritual inspiration. So it might go both ways, where you're being helped and you're also helping others. You know what I'm saying? It might be that mutually beneficial type of give and take. But either way, it doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're doing the growth, is that you're really making the most of your alone time. And honestly, it could feel very different. Your alone time could start to feel very different, or how you're just in your life could feel very different. How you sit down to have breakfast in the morning, or how you are dealing with the conflict or putting out some fires, or you got 2 employees. I'm a small business owner, and it's like, if you hire people and you have things going on with them, you might be putting out some fires, and what the rewards that you get from all of that, so worth it. The universe might even be giving you something like a fated opportunity this week to really put something to bed and to rest once and for all, but only if you're mature enough to kind of really go within and do. Maybe there's some anxiety that you have to take care of, or something, or it's some anxiety that's taking a piece of the moments out of your day. Okay. We're moving on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Risings. 3 things Aquariuses need to know about this week ahead. Number 1, friends and allies are helping you elevate your earning ability or self-confidence. So listen to what they have to say. Number 2, use any additional information or insight that comes up this week to take the correct action to change your small business, help your child, reignite your love life, or make a creative project better. Number 3, if you did it and stayed away from drama bait, you could feel a huge increase in your self-esteem, make more money, or get praise or approval from your friends. Beautiful. What a great writer. Okay, let's do it to it. This is where I'm so excited to re-break my stories and just make my ideas even better. And guys, 90% of writing is rewriting, so I'm just I'm excited. All right, King of Cups and the Hanged One. Not man, one, the Hanged One. So it does look like there's something with someone. It doesn't have to be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. It does look like emotional attitudes are about to change, possibly because of a moment of enlightenment, or a realization, a change in perspective, for sure. Okay. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Okay. So crossed by the Ace of Wands, you might be stuck on something. And when you change your perspective, that is when the breakthrough happens. That is when, you have an opportunity. For some of you, you're actually getting an opportunity to do something or work with someone that you're like, wow, this is different. This is interesting, So be very open to the situations that come up, because it could be an opportunity that you just never really considered for yourself, or working with someone, like I said, that maybe you're paired up with someone and they have so much like of a different perspective to bring to the table, and it's like really getting your passions aroused, like it's inspiring you, because it's not the same old, because it is a different perspective that you really enjoy. Okay, love it. Alrighty. All right, and now Pisces, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs are 3 things that you need to know about this week ahead. Number 1, take what your boss is saying seriously. Don't litigate the notes. Or find an appropriate way to communicate something that could otherwise damage your reputation. So that someone's giving you a talk, take the criticism, take the constructive criticism, or you might have to communicate something to the higher up and to the boss, and just find the right way to put it. Number 2, stay clear of family, home, property drama, or settle it once and for all. Internalize new information and perspective will give you confidence. So when you internalize whatever new perspective that's happening this week, it's going to give you more self-confidence. And number 3, if you were able to alchemize whatever was coming up this week with the home, with the career, you could feel hopeful and inspired about your future. But if you fail this time around, your reputation at work or as a parent could take a hit. Okay, let's take a look. What is the message I am here to deliver to the Pisces, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs? Sorry, I have it stuck in my head. One message out of Pisces. 9 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the King of Swords. Wow. This really says to go your own way. I'm getting so much individualism from this. And you know, you might be plotting and planning and scheming to start something new or to go off in your own direction, and that's going to work out really great for you. Whether that's leaving a relationship to be single, or going off and starting your own business, or you know, something like that. It's either you thinking hard about figuring this out, or it is someone helping you put the plan together. You know, a friend connects you to a job opportunity, and you're like, oh wow, that's new and different, I want to do that. Let's see what's going on. There's like all these that are trying to come out, but like not really coming out. I feel like you definitely need that sharp mind to help you figure this out. Oh, that is something. It is, oh, it is the Queen of Swords. There might be a couple of people involved in this that are really helping. You might be partnering with someone that's really sharp, you know, really sharp. Maybe these are professionals. Maybe this is your corporate team, or maybe these are just like deal maker type friends that they're connected to, you know, resources and other people. You know, someone links you up to somebody else, and you can, you know, or maybe you're starting your own business with a couple of people or a couple of friends, and you know, you're not going to be working for, you know, you're not a 9-to-5 person anymore. You're leaving the office to do your own thing. Some of you might be making your own office, and you know, other people are going to be working for you. But you're definitely this week doing something new and different, and it does have something to do with doing your own thing, like doing it your way. You know, if you have parents that are really cold, you are going to break away from trying to convince them of what you're doing with your life, or breaking away. Like, you might be excited about something, and this couple, whether it's like your parents or somebody, your friends, they just don't understand it. They don't support it. For some of you, like, they'll go cold, and you'll have to do it on your own with your own motivation and your own self-encouragement. Or if they are supportive, they're helping you figure out the logistics. They're helping you figure out like where you're going to live, how you're going to live, getting to work, incorporation, your corporate team, you know, onboarding people and processing them, like whatever it happens to be for you. So, you know, there's these people that are going to be real cold, or there's going to be people that are really supportive, and they're actually helping you brainstorm and make these, you know, different connections to help you on this new start for yourself. So that one's pretty exciting, actually. That's quite exciting for you indeed. Alrighty. Okay, my sweet, dear, magical friends, I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. I think for next week, we are not going to do the tarot. This is like almost a 2-hour video, and I don't even know what Ivy going to do with this. So I hope you enjoyed the 3 things. I think, you know, that's probably like really, really fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Once again, thank you so much support. Thank you so much for your support with the likes and the shares and the subscribes and the toggling of the notification bell. In the comments, all of those things help the channel. And like I said, it's just dropping some free good karma, mutually beneficial, good karma for both of us. So thanks again for this beautiful, positive, energetic exchange. I love servicing and I love to be of service. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week. All right. Anyway, many beautiful, beautiful blessings upon all still waiting for this to load. Mother of pearl. You guys know what this is supposed to be. You know what I'm supposed to be saying. Oh, I didn't do it that way. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great full moon in Gemini. I'm here if you guys need me. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, and many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.